All right. It's been too long. So who's ready for some D&D?
Me.
I say that every time. Damn.
It's recorded too. You can go back and see it all.
And I did. I heard me just go me. Every time.
So the lovely Dragonista has volunteered to recap for us. So take it away.
Yeah. So, we finished a fight at the very beginning, and so we were just coming out of it, and we were talking to the paladins, and then we moved one of the monster bodies and set up the quack house. Corey didn't invite the paladins in, but does make stew and feeds Mo and then heads to bed. Then Koshka talks to the paladins and was sad about the dead guys. And then she goes to sleep. And Eladrian talked to the calendar boys and sung a lullaby for them. It was fantastic. I rate it 10 out of 10. And then Midas says, "What the fuck?" That's all I have. Then we're going to the creatures, and Midas gets me to help him chop up a creature and harvest things, and yeah, so that takes forever. Corey left food out for Koshka and the calendar boys before going to bed, and then Eladrian and Midas were rude about my smell. Apparently I stink. And so then Drag picks Eladrian up and rubs the smell all over him from the big monster. And she's like, "Well, this is what you get." And then I go to bed. Eladrian then used magic to get all the smell and grossness off him. Or maybe just the grossness, maybe not the smell. He may just stink still. Eladrian offers another song, and then Midas goes and finds a bath. Then Mo, in cat form, is passed out in the kitchen, and then we all take a long rest. Then Midas wakes up, and we all start kind of coming in, and Corey, of course, is already making food. Drag then finds the bathtub and washes up, and we all decide that we're going to Baland. And we fold up the quack house and head out with everybody, including Irma. And Mo asks about the old lady, and we're all giving theories about what we think happened when she ran away and what she's doing now. And the forest just seems to be coming alive again. And then word of the bird is Midas stinks. And Mo wants to go with us to get chocolate. And then Eladrian sings a song as we're going. And Koshka... Wait a minute. I'm sorry. He sings a song, and then we're going to jail. And then Koshka offers to pay for our bail, and we find out that there's been a jailbreak, and Corey's husband has broken out, and the jail dude thinks that we did it. We broke him out. We have to talk him down, tell him we didn't. Corey does find a little message in the cell when we go check it out, and it says, "Stay away from the wall." We think it may be his escape plan, and somebody let him know what to do. Pippi smells smoke, probably a bomb. And then we plan to lure him out with Corey as bait. And then Koshka taking Eladrian away from cops to find Trail outside. And that's where we ended.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Victoria, give yourself a little inspiration for those detailed notes.
Thank you.
Excellent.
That was great. That was very great. Yeah, so you guys arrived back in Baland and headed over to the government building, where you found quite the commotion as there was a jailbreak and Caspian is no longer there. With a little investigation, after talking with Captain Ricard of the Vrento Guard, he let you guys investigate the area. I believe the message that was in the cell was in a code that Koshka was able to decipher for you guys. And then Pippi picked up the smell of some black powder, smelt it on the opening of the jail, and Pippi also smelt it inside of Midas's bag, as he does have a couple of black powder bombs just chilling in there. Yeah, so I think what happened was you guys were like, I think how did we end this? I think it was Pippi and Eladrian and Koshka were trying to follow
also
something.
Mo. I thought it was Mo.
Oh, maybe Mo's there. Mo, you there? You there with him?
Yeah. I
He
think I
said
was there.
he couldn't lie to cops, and I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
you're coming with me."
Yep.
And then, so you guys are headed where? Where were you guys headed? Remind me.
to see if Pippi could find a scent out in this out in the city, also away from police officers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then Kore and who's left? Midas and Drag? What are you guys doing? Or where were you guys ended last time? I think you
That's
got
a great question.
I think you guys all discovered this black powder. This black powder. You also kind of discovered those trace footprints and scratch marks going up the wall that surrounds the government building. And you weren't able to follow it in any particular direction, as just the hustle and bustle of Baland covered this person's tracks quite well. So you can take the information that you have and report it to Captain Ricard. Maybe kind of little clues that they might have missed out on. The choice is up to you guys. So I'm gonna bring it over first to Pippi's group, as you're all following Pippi anyways. So you guys are heading outside of the walls here, and once again it's Koshka, Eladrian, and Mo with Pippi as well. So yeah, you guys are heading out. You can roll perception for Pippi, Koshka. It's been a while. Been a while since anybody rolled.
I think it's a 16 plus 6.
Oh, wow.
22.
Nice job.
Ooh.
He's pretty perceptuous.
Yes, certainly. So Pippi takes off and circles. You guys come out of the main entranceway, this main fence entranceway of the government building, and Pippi just hugs the wall, hugs and walks around and goes to the side, approximately where you see or approximately where you know to be the hole that is currently in the side of the government building's jailhouse. Pippi's kind of sniffing up the side of the wall. He starts sniffing down the ground, and he starts heading into across the street. But at this point, he's having a hard time picking up the trail, and he just kind of looks back to you a little bit defeated, Koshka.
Koshka's gonna try to shoot him a look, be like, just pretend you found something so that we don't go back there.
What did you find? Is it good news?
He is still looking.
Yeah, very good.
It's very faint, but I think he's on the trail of something. And she like looks more at Pippi.
Pippi's like, like very awkwardly sniffs the ground, looks back at you, sniffs the ground again, looks back. It's like, is this what you want?
Yes. Good, Pippi.
Is
Smell
that
it.
a,
Do you
that a-
not smell it anywhere else, Pippi? Like maybe down an alleyway or further away from here?
I'm gonna get down on the ground next to Pippi and smell the ground. I'll go.
Pippi
You
like
guys-
just looks over and just like licks you.
Oh,
Oh my god.
does it
I should have gotten a dog.
smell? What are we smelling?
Me, apparently. Okay, well, let's just... Maybe we can see some signs. Like, you know, the last time we found him, he was like, the Thunder Bandit or whatever, breaking stuff. So maybe we just look around a little bit in the town, kind of close by, and see if we see anything.
Okay.
that you guys? I can't say anything because last time I did, you called me a bad detective. So it's on you.
Do you have an idea? Listen,
Nope.
it's just us here, Mo. It's
No
just
idea.
I
us.
thought you were a forest detective, though. Does that count in the city?
You did.
First of all, touche.
You just you hear that from like over the wall because Drag's with everyone else.
He just puts his head down, like even when they're not in the vicinity of the rest of the group, he's just getting put down. And he'll just start walking into where Pippi's pointing.
Okay, so Koshka's gonna like kind of like ruffle like Pippi's like head fur and then just start to kind of like walk in like whatever direction she thinks, you know, she might find something, like probably closer to the city center to see if anyone's talking about him or any breakouts or anything.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. So
And she goes, "Come on, guys. Everybody go."
Perfect. Yes. So you guys head out with Koshka to head a little bit more into the city center. And while you guys are doing that, we'll head back over to Kore, Midas, and Drag. What are you guys doing? You kind of have that information that some black powder bombs were used, or at least some kind of black powder was used to blow up a hole in the side of this place. What are you going to do with that information?
Well, I say we go talk to the captain. We bring it to his attention.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fun idea.
Yep. So we'll do that. Yeah, they'll do that while the other groups doing their thing.
Yeah. So you guys head back into the government building, and it does not take you a very long time to find Captain Ricard. He's a very intimidating presence here. You know, very much the symbol of leadership of the Rento Guard here. He sees you all approaching, and he says, did you end up finding anything that we might have missed on the investigation?
We did, in fact. Here you go. And she presents the note that she found. And also, we found some black powder.
Black powder? Well, it makes sense how potent that explosion was now, but do you know what this little piece of paper has written on it?
Yes. It was something about hold on, I need to get my notes on this situation. I have these very thorough notes. Unlike a certain nature detective we have in our ranks. It said stay away from the wall.
Stay away from the wall.
Yes.
So that would indicate that there's a man on the inside.
Yes, somebody who was able to reach him and give him that note as a warning so he would be prepared.
That's very troubling indeed. And you see Captain Ricard just kind of snap over to the secretary that's in front of in the main area of the government building. And he says, Linda, can you please grab the list of all of those that were working in the jailhouse over the past week, particularly anyone not of the Vrento Guard, maybe people delivering food or anything like that. And Linda just kind of nods to Captain Ricard and starts heading to the back to grab the ledger. Captain Ricard looks back to you all and says, well, this quite troubling news. Black powder is quite illegal here on Stellars, so if someone is bringing it into my city, it's definitely of great concern.
Do you think it could have been smuggled in through the docks?
Well, as good as our security is at the docks, I'm ashamed to say that, sometimes things get through our grasp. Some people use magic to conceal things. Other people are, let's just say, able to hide it on their persons very well.
It makes sense. But yes, it's all we have so far. We did find some tracks as well, but they kind of just... Once it gets to the road, then, well, because it's so well traveled, we just lose the track.
Yes, our investigators did see those, almost like scratch marks of someone climbing up the wall. But just like you, we lost the trail as they went out into the more populated areas of Baland.
But if it's Caspian who's, escaped, it could be very possible that he's just looking for me. And if there's something that I could do to maybe lure him out, that would help. Because maybe he'll come back once he sees I'm around. He was told that I would return.
Yes, and, I do not doubt that he wishes to see you dearly, but I am hesitant to think that this person was broken out of a highly secured jail through quite the flashy display just to reunite you and him. They must have some kind of ulterior plan for Caspian. We know he is quite skilled, a quite skilled individual in his own right.
Corey just kind of takes a moment to just think. What do you think of this, Midas?
I mean, I think it's interesting, especially when we know he was looking for you in the first place. Why would he leave? Why would he go with somebody who broken them out? It's something interesting to think about, for sure.
I just wish I had some other clue of what he could be up to.
Well, if Caspian is involved with some of the shadier individuals in Baland, the person that might know the most about that is my son, Sergeant Brick, down at the dockyards. He's often dealing with the smugglers and people trying to bring in contraband into the city. So he might be the next best person to talk to, maybe learn a little bit more about the underground networks that might be here in Baland.
All right, we'll do that. Do you have maybe a pass or something for us to get to him? Because last time we went to the docks, it was impossible to get anywhere. The lines were so ridiculously long, and I don't want to have to wait in those lines.
Yes,
we're investigating.
Of course, yes. That's a good thing you remembered that we do really have a lot of bureaucracy here in Baland. So let me get you a special permittance to head through the gates unmolested. So he'll go and grab some parchment, some paper. You see him taking a few moments to write down a couple of lines, and he grabs a wax seal, melts a candle on the bottom of the page, presses a ring that he has with an emblem onto the bottom of the page, and he rolls it up and ties it with a bit of string and hands it over to you, Kore, and says, here, this should get you through the gates quite easily. You'll just have to go and speak with my son at the Vrento barracks inside the dockyard.
All right, thank you so much for this, Captain.
You're welcome, and I hope you will keep me appraised of what's going on in my city.
Just to make sure, this pass will cover all of my companions, yes? Or just one?
No, it will cover all of your individual. I put a little description of everyone in your group.
Okay, great. We'll be on our way, and if we get any other updates, we'll be sure to let you know right away.
Yeah. I will say it will be easier to get through if you are all together, but, cross that bridge when you get to it.
All right, and yeah, she'll bow and walk out of the office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wait to regroup.
Yeah, so we'll cut back over to the other group. You guys are heading a little bit more into the central area of Baland. What are you hoping to glean while you're over here?
Well, if you let me do some detective work, and not make fun of me of it, I will try that. Is that okay?
Well, you can have
yes.
one of two.
One of two. The detective work with. Wait. So no making fun, but I detect. Yes.
What?
Can you do
You
it
know
quietly?
what? I say go ahead, friend, and we'll see how we feel after, okay?
Oh, sure. All right. Let's see what you got.
I'm gonna hate myself for this. So I'll go up to just like, kind of like as we're like walking away from the prison and like heading toward the center of the town, kind of where the Saint got lost. I'll go up to maybe one of the, I don't know, like an innkeeper, like a street vendor or something like that might be out, and just be like, or is there any? I should ask.
Yeah, so as you guys have walked more into the central area of Baland, you're getting pretty close to the market district that's here. So there are a lot of street vendors peddling various kinds of wear. So very easy to find somebody.
Okay, yeah, I'll walk up to the nearest one, or the most interesting one, I should say. Be like, excuse me, good person.
Yes, what can I help you with?
Well, you see, my friend has a husband who is a bunny, Herringon, actually. I should be, more descriptive. And he escaped prison, and he is a wanted criminal by the Vrento Guard. And in that, we have been taxed by the Vrento Guard to find information about him. So as a good citizen of yourself, would you be inclined to, I don't know, maybe you saw something that's happened? It was a few days ago. There was a big boom. Yes.
Well, I mean, we've definitely heard the big boom. That's for sure. It's was the talk of the town for quite a little while. All we know is that someone was broken out of the jailhouse. It's really never happened before in Baland. So I'm a little bit worried about the safety of myself and my family.
Have you seen like any suspicious figures, before the big boom, walking around the city that you did not recognize before?
Well, unfortunately, Baland is like our port city. There are many people coming and going, many unfamiliar faces that populate the streets here. But if rumors are to be heard and held true, we have heard that there has been a lot of contraband that's been seized lately from the dockyards. Outside of that, that's all I know.
Would there be any places in Baland or, outside in the forest over like ne'er-do-wells or, people of bad faith seem to hang out?
Well, a lot of the ruffians are typically on the other side of the dockyard gates. A lot of them are sailors and some unscrupulous folks that come from overseas. Sometimes they're not allowed past the dockyard's barrier there.
Okay.
It seems to me that she is suggesting we should go to the dockyards to get more pertinent information.
No, what are you doing? You let him do that. He's the detective.
Sorry.
Are you the detective now? Or are you the detective? Do you want to take over my investigation?
It's okay. No, she didn't mean anything by it. Don't worry. Keep on. You're fine.
No, it's okay. It's Koshka, please. I'd rather you ask questions. Maybe I'm not of Stellaris. Maybe they don't understand me.
No, I think you're doing just fine. My sincerest apologies, Mo. You continue, okay?
He kind of gives like a what's like the look, like a disheartened and a like, I don't know, just he's broken, man. Like
I didn't even mean it. I literally was like, no, go ahead. Sorry.
If your mask could talk.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Mask. Fuck.
Your perpetually chapped lips could.
Shit, I have a mask. Okay.
It's like in a cartoon where the mask has emotion, like it just like goes sad.
Yeah. He's been broken down for so many days. Just he's set off. You basically. Well, okay.
So,
I think,
are you gonna buy anything? I kind of helped you out here. Oh, well, you can take a look, and it's a wide variety of clothing that's come from outside of Stellaris. So there's some like nice cloth shirts. Nothing like Golden Loom level. It's more like casual wear, essentially. So, feel this fabric. It's quite nice. Presents it to you.
Take a piece, kind of feel it with my hands. Oh, that is actually quite soft. Do you have any scarves?
Scarves? Yes, of course. And she'll kind of bend down into a basket that she has and pulls out a multicolored long wool scarf.
And how much would this be?
That piece is only 1 silver.
Do you embroider at all? Can you customize it? Do you have the capability?
I'm sure I could whip a little something up. What did you have in mind?
Well, I just want to put my name on it, and then at the bottom, a little duck.
Okay. Any particular color for the embroidery?
I'll dealer's choice.
Yellow for the duck.
Your friend over here says yellow.
Yellow, yes. Yellow works, yes.
For a little baby duck.
Okay, perfect. Okay, it might take a little bit of time, but I can do it. Now, you wanted your name on here?
Yes.
And what is your name, sir?
My name is Molovo.
But... She just like kind of, her confidence drops immediately. Is it okay if we just do the initials? Is that okay?
That works as well, yes.
Okay, I'll be able to do that much faster. The duck might take me a little bit of time though. And she gets to work, and as she's about to get started, she's like, the embroidery will cost you an extra 5 copper pieces.
That is okay, yes.
All right, and she just starts getting to work on the embroidery.
I'll kind of like, as she's doing that, I'll pull Koshka to the side for a second, and just kind of like I'll lean down on like a knee because I know you're like short, right?
Little, yeah.
Look, I'm sorry for exploding back there.
It's okay. I understand. People are not nice to you because you say silly things sometimes and you are not the best upon our first meeting. But I'm warming up to you, and I think it's cute that you're getting a multicolored scarf with your initials and then a duck, assuming it's for the Mighty Ducks. That's cute.
Well, yes, you all accepted me in a way, and I think that maybe all like the beating down and the jokes and all that. Maybe it's just because like you guys actually like me a little bit. Can I assume that?
It was not that way at first, but
Well,
the more I get to know you, and we both can be cats. I'm always, but you can turn into one. That's cool. And I mean, yeah, I think it's safe to assume it's in good humor and because we like you.
okay. It's been really like crushing my soul every single time
Oh my
you
god.
guys make a joke. I'm gonna be honest.
We tease because we love, That's I mean, I do. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe not Midas, but I mean, I'm sorry that we made you feel so horrible. I just kind of thought we were teasing.
I don't think that, back home across the sea. I guess we didn't do as much teasing. I didn't hang out with a lot of children my age. I had to grow up pretty quickly. So, yeah,
Well,
it's a learning experience for me.
I think you're very brave to come all the way over here from your homeland, and I think that it's very bold of you to take on this responsibility to be a nature detective. She kind of squints her eyes a little bit.
No expression.
In the place you know nothing about, then you're putting yourself out there, and if I really think back to it, the first time we met you, you did kind of save us in a terrifying snake form. So
Isn't that like cool? Like a cool snake comes out the forest and like fights with you. Like, I don't know, you read in books all the time of these heroes who are big, strong, and like you can turn into different things, and that's kind of what I was going for. But
first of all, it did end up feeling that way. That was super cool, and I'm very on board. But initially, terrifying because of a very large snake form. But then as soon as you started helping us, I was like, yes, we love this snake. Yes. So.
And I get it. I did come off a little strong at first, in an accusatory way.
I was going to say, why we're like this? Because so many people have been awful. And, especially the other guys. I haven't really, in my own life, but not with the ducks, they have been betrayed and manipulated and deceived time and time again. So their trust level, very low. And coming in, you wouldn't know that right away. So,
yes, definitely. It's very hard trying to integrate into a well organized and group as the Mighty Ducks. To get
seems
along.
Generous, but I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Well, you all are like the little things from Kore's home and cooking for you guys, and then Aladrin. I know Midas secretly loves that he sings all the time, and I can see the crack and like the smile crack every once in a while.
You know what? I've noticed that too. And I was like,
true, yes.
I must have something in my eye. I can't possibly be seeing Midas with a little twitchy smile, when Aladrian's singing his little blue heart out.
I really do think he loves it.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone in this thought.
Yeah, as hardened as Midas, as what I've seen from Midas, I think Aladrin, in my couple days that I've been here, has softened him up in that short period of time. So however long you guys have been together, I'm pretty sure he probably was a lot worse.
I can't even imagine what he was like before, even I got here, except for he seemed to be on quite a streak of being very mean to me. And, if I had feelings and took those things into consideration, I would be sad, but really I just don't enjoy spending time with him. So
yeah,
I get what you mean, where the crew can be a little mean sometimes.
Yes.
Before you, it was me, my friend.
So am I just the low man at the totem pole?
Potentially. I think, you just got to prove yourself the best you can, and don't take anything to heart.
What are you guys talking about? What is going on over
Oh, Aladrian,
Legend.
hello.
Sorry.
So sorry.
You know the lowest man. You know how totem poles work, right? The low man on the totem pole is supporting the rest of the people of the totem pole. That's the most important place to be.
So really, I guess you'd be the top man on the totem pole then.
Oh, gotcha!
The one that's swaying in the wind, and basically one wrong move and he's out, right?
Oh, something like that. Did you know?
Maybe also a scout, maybe, You can see more than the rest of us can. I don't know, man. This is an idiom I'm not participating in.
Something like that. Yeah, why not?
So, okay, so if in that analogy, Aladrin, who is the low man on the totem pole of the Mighty Ducks? I'm curious.
Oh, it's probably the Quack House itself.
You know what?
The Quack House is a member of the Ducks? I'm
Kinda.
talking about, like, person-wise,
Who supports the whole group?
Yeah, like, is there an individual person who is, like, supportive of the whole group? Hold the group together.
I personally get the vibe that it's Corey because she's 95% of all of our impulse control,
She's like the mama duck,
Yes.
She's like herding, she's like able to herd the cats, even though we are ducks.
Yes. And she's always been kind to me. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
She's nice to me as well. The little off comments, it hurt a little bit, but
Don't be so sensitive.
I am a sensitive man. What can I say?
Oh, the nature and the fresh air.
I don't know. I mean, whatever.
Maybe now that I am a duck, water will just, or the jokes will just,
roll off your back.
Like water off a duck's back. Exactly. That's
yes, that
it.
is the phrase.
I like that idiom. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, what do you say? We do you think we should go try to find the others and tell them that we should maybe go to? Actually, you know what? Maybe we keep you guys away from the others right now. Maybe we should head down to the dockyards
to go see.
Look for some ruffians.
Some
ruffians are my bread and butter, my friend.
Well, I'll let you do the talking then. Detective Koshka.
Maybe following the smell
I
of the
take that as a compliment, Mo. I can't really hear you, Aladrian, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I have to turn him up a little bit too.
Okay.
My bad. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
Say something Aladrin-y.
I don't know. Yes. What Pippi? Are we going to follow the smell anymore? I mean, the ground smelled pretty good. I'm not sure why that spot was the spot, though.
I'm going to be honest with you, okay, with you both. Pippi lost the scent, okay? That's why we are wandering through the city, trying to look for visual and audible clues. Because the scent was gone. Yes.
Unfortunate. All right, so shall we? I guess then, yes, we will head that way to the docks.
I think so.
Okay.
All right. All right. So you guys start heading towards the docks. You've been there before. You know which direction you gotta go.
Isn't this where Koshka met them? Was it the dockyards, or was it like in the city?
In the city.
Yeah, in the city.
Okay.
Also pay for my scarf.
Yes, and you pay.
Oh, do I have to pay for?
After all this talking and chit chatting, she finishes the scarf and says, "Here you go. I hope you enjoy." And she just holds out her hand for the money.
I'll just give her a gold piece. I don't feel like doing the change stuff.
Oh my god! Damn! So feed my family for a year.
I forget how much gold actually is in like the real world.
I know. Honestly, like I feel like money, like it should just all be gold, like just gold, flat. It's like 5 gold here, like 800 gold is a lot, stuff like that. But no, we have.
Yeah, they're making you break change on the side of a street.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
like, okay.
Can you break a platinum? I know it was only 5 silver.
So let me give you some. Let me give you some electrum. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So all right. So you guys head out, heading. It's very clear where the dockyards is because the ocean is over there. So you just kind of head that way. And Kore, Midas, and Drag, you guys have, I'm assuming, have started on your way to the dockyard as well.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So they got a little bit of a head start on you, but as you guys are walking there, any chit chat? Any chit chat?
Do you think Eladrian's been arrested again?
I sure hope so.
That would be a record. It would definitely be a record. But probably not yet. I don't think it's been long enough for him to get into trouble.
You honestly would be surprised though. Eladrian finds trouble, and if he can't find it, he makes it himself.
But to get arrested, it would take a bit longer. I'm trying to account for that time. Getting caught and then getting dragged over, and he would make it a whole spectacle, a whole scene, and it'd take even longer than it should. So, with all that into account, I don't think it's been long enough.
As you say that, you see coming up from behind you, you just hear the running footsteps of some people in armor, and they run past you. And as they go in front of you, they're clearly Vrento guard, just kind of running in quite a little bit of a hurry, and they're heading towards the direction of the dockyards. And a little bit of like a little lump gets in your chest there. You're like, oh god, no! And then they just veer to the left, completely the opposite direction, and you breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief.
Okay, not after us, for once.
We didn't even do anything. Why would they be up to us?
Eladrian, not us.
Oh, yeah,
our
never mind.
group.
Never mind.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah. So after a little bit of heading through the city, it is not long before you guys you arrive at the gates that head into the dockyard, and you can see Koshka, Mo, and Eladrian are kind of just off to the side in front of the gate where the customs agents are. You see that very familiar lineup of people with wagons and carts trying to come into the dockyard as the Vrento guard are looking through their documents, signing off on things, handing people paper. There's just that kind of classic hustle and bustle at a border crossing. So you guys all join up.
Hello, everybody. What were your findings?
Mo, why don't you tell them what you found out?
Yes, be the detective.
Kind of. He looks and looks at the other three. Looks down at his notebook. Looks back at Koshka and Eladrin. Are you sure?
Do it.
Kosha gives him a nod.
Okay.
Big thumbs up.
So, we found that he kind of looks up from his notebook to see if if anyone's laughing. No.
Or has a straight face. Yeah.
We found that that there might be some some bad people on the other side of the docks that maybe looks up again.
Mo,
You got it.
Yeah.
why are you suddenly so unsure of yourself? You could just talk.
Because you guys make fun of me all the time, and it's hard. Okay.
I'm asking you.
You're making
what
it
your
easy.
findings are. Yeah, Midas, hush.
Hmm?
Let them
But-
keep going. So you
I
you
haven't
found
said
that there are possibly bad people down here. Is that what I'm grasping?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Good work.
Mo, why are we here to see the bad people? What do they have?
records?
More
for
information,
fuck's sake.
maybe, is what we're thinking?
Oh, this is painful. Koshka, could you just what
Okay,
Like,
I'm
oh
I'm
my
trying to help him, and
God.
he did do a good job
Are you
speaking with a
licensed?
street vendor. Okay,
just-
he did
he
a
just-
good job, and we should be nice to him for
He
at
just
least
folds
right
up his
now.
notebook, puts it in his pouch, and just stands there.
Oh.
God damn! Oh my
Go shift
he
into a
spoke
cat.
to-
brother!
Oh, okay.
I was just like groaning in the background.
Corey just face palms.
7 years.
Okay, I know,
still
Corey. I
don't
know. Okay,
know.
let me get it out here. We spoke to a street vendor. Actually, Mo did. Good job, Mo. And the street vendor said, I don't know too much about it. The city people don't really know, but you know who
Really?
might know?
Neither does
The
Mo.
sketchy NFers down at the dockyards, and they might have some information. Because they're sketchy and know things. So that's why we're here. Why are you guys here?
Well, our intel led us to the same place, essentially. We reported everything that we've collected so far to Captain Ricard, and he suggested that we go speak with his son, Sergeant Brick, to get some more information about the kind of people who run the underworld of Baland.
The sergeant. He's an
Oh.
old friend.
Okay. Oh, really?
No.
No.
Oh,
He's
okay. So,
He's shot
okay.
Hugan, so I don't like him very
Oh
much.
my god.
but
He-
We must.
guys.
This is an investigation,
I mean, he's more
so
healthy than Mo right now, so
Okay, do you,
gotta take
do
how
you-
you can.
do you see what I'm saying, Mo? Like, these poor people have just been decimated by everyone they meet. Just awful.
not-
So that's
not
why. That's
everyone.
why, they tease because they love. And she's like constantly trying to reassure Mo that everything's fine because now she kind of feels bad.
He's just like a sad cat
Anyway.
looking at the ground.
Corey has like no clue what's transpired.
Midas
between
is
them.
still
It's
going
like,
in.
Yeah,
Just take your license. At this point, you might want to just hand your license
Midas,
over to Costa.
Midas,
Because, oh my god, she did better than you. Yes.
Midas. She's gonna smack him with her spoon.
Nice.
Oh,
Perfect.
Stop
I
it.
didn't even do
Nice
anything.
him.
I-
Yes,
I'm-
you've been mean. You're being
how
mean.
am I being mean? I'm just
Unnecessarily
asking a question.
You're
I'm just
being
asking a question.
unnecessarily
I'm
mean. We
asking
already
a
know
question.
you
I'm asking more questions than he is, and he's the detective.
He's doing his best,
on-
right?
I
He's
just have
already
a
come to his conclusion. He doesn't need to ask any more questions. He already got
Everyone,
it.
hello. We
have a question.
we all need to get along here if we are going to solve this. And so, can you just all just be quiet for like 5 minutes, please?
5 minutes?
Well, I think
Koshka puts her hand up.
yes, Kosha.
Midas facepalm.
I was just going to ask, like, how do we get in there? Do we have to wait in this line?
You see, Koshka, I was just getting to that. And then she holds up the pass. She's like, we were given this by the captain, so that way we don't have to go through all of the whatever that
Bureaucracy.
word is.
Bureaucracy.
Yes, sure, whatever that is. Go through all that crap. So we don't need
You
to
guys
wait in
tongue-tied
any
us? Never mind.
lines.
Oh, great.
Can you shut up and I'll smack you again? And she smacks him again.
I said never mind. I didn't say it.
you know what would be funny? If we did something? We should,
What?
if we're looking for ruffians, maybe we should sneak into the docks.
No,
I'm just
trust me, that's the plan. Last time was a disaster, and we don't need to sneak when we have the pass. So follow me, everyone.
But it was fun.
Coach is gonna lean over to Mo and be like, I think that's how Hugan got shot, so maybe we don't bring that up again.
Is it a sore spot? Oh, I don't feel bad. They make fun of me, so a cheap shot here and there.
Okay, I didn't realize you meant it like that. Okay, all right.
I did it just now. Also, can I ride on your shoulder? I don't
On
feel
my
like-
shoulder?
Yeah, I'm kind of down and I don't feel like walking.
Can you ride on Pippi? I'm like the same size as you.
He's a cat right now.
I'm a cat.
Meaning that how big of a cat is he? Because I'm also a cat.
House cat.
He's
I'm like,
he's-
yeah,
house
he's
cat.
small.
That doesn't matter to me. I feel like he's still too big. Just ride on the Pippi, okay?
Okay.
Poor baby.
Poor baby.
All right. So you guys approach the customs border here. Eladrian, the guard from a long time ago that you had charmed, his name is Hubert. He is currently at the gates there, high on alert. Probably learned a thing or two from his encounters with you guys the last time you came through here. So he sees all of you and he stands at attention, almost like reaching for his weapon on his side. He's got his hand on the sword on his waist, but he's just kind of beckons you guys to approach. Says,
What that down, hot shop?
Yeah, you recognize this guy because you charmed him.
Yes.
Last
okay,
time.
making sure. Yeah. And I forget a lot. But it's Hubie! It is you! You are here! You are here guarding, protecting the people from all of the ruffians here in the docks.
Well, I'm just working at the gate. The ruffians are on the other side of the gate. So if you want more information, you'll have to wait in line and get through like everyone else.
Dump. And Corey will show him the pass.
Hubie.
He grabs it from you, Corey. Opens it up,
Hey,
reads it.
Don't just grab things from ladies.
Let's be nice. Hubert.
He's just reading through it, looks up at you guys, reads it again, looks back at you guys. One more time, he reads it, and he's like, gives it back to you, Corey.
Oh, he wanted to catch us so bad, but we got legitimate means this time. We are law-abiding citizens.
I can see it in his face. He's so disappointed.
Well, I'm
all right.
You have to wait another day to bust us.
Don't test
Are
him.
you
He
planning on
just
doing
might.
something to be busted for?
No.
We are-
Clearly wanted us to.
No.
You clearly
No.
wanted it.
The bus.
No. All right, let's go, guys.
I think
Okay.
he smells
Thank
those
you.
drugs on
Thanks
him.
for the help. Oh my God. I think I see him over there, guys. Let's go.
Let's.
So
Thank you,
Corey
Hubert.
does the like I'm watching you gesture.
As you
Midas is like pulling Corey. Come on.
You guys walk through the gates, and as you're leaving, Hubert says, "Make sure to check in with Sergeant Brick at the barracks." And he just goes back to his duties there. You just Corey, as you're looking back, you just see him like sigh and just shake his head and just go back to his duties. So you guys enter into the dockyards. The hustle and bustle of the dockyards is on full display, as it is, I would say, like afternoon, like I would say like mid-afternoon at this point. So everyone is in full swing. The rental guards are patrolling. People are moving cargo on and off ships. You can see, deckhands scrubbing barnacles off of the bottoms of these large galleon ships. Just a lot of movements, a lot of chaos and confusion. But amidst this chaos, there is some kind of functionality as the rental guards direct people to and from to where they need to go. And on the far, I would say, northern end of the docks, is a rather large barracks where a lot of rental guard are coming in and out of the building.
Koshka turns around to Mo and says, "Okay, so the key here is you don't have to lie, but maybe you just don't say anything. Do you think we could make that work?"
Yeah, I'll just be here. And he'll do some what's it called? Oh dang, what's the cat thing?
Making buttons
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Making what is it called?
Making biscuits.
Making
I'll make
baskets.
biscuits on the back of Pippi, and I'll curl up.
Oh.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
All right,
Okay,
looks like that building over there is the place we need to go.
So just out of curiosity here, we were told to go speak to some ne'er-do-wells. Do you want us to do that first, or you want to wait, or?
Speak to ne'er-do-wells. What? I was going to speak with Sergeant Brick.
Oh, okay.
Why would you talk to any troublemakers? What do you?
Because troublemakers have the best information. They know stuff police don't know. Plus, I assume it's some sort of criminal who breaks somebody else, a fellow criminal, out of jail.
Oh my god.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a horrible idea, but also, don't you think that they're going to want something in return? Criminals don't just give up their information easily. Ruffians or ne'er-do-wells or what have you. I say it's best we talk to the sergeant first.
Okay,
and see
so
what information he has. If he has any possible leads, we go off that. If he doesn't have any leads, then we could try that.
okay, all right.
Gonna go see Big Boy Brick. All right.
Ugh. Unfortunately. And she pets Hugin. She's like, don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you.
You can just nestles into you. And you guys are heading towards the barracks?
Yep.
All right. So, heading towards the barracks, kind of beelining it straight there. As you get closer, you do see the gaze of some of the Vrento guard kind of look your way. But given that you're kind of just blatantly walking in, they assume that you have some kind of business there. You enter inside, and talking to a receptionist at the front is Lieutenant Jacob, the Vrento guard that accompanied you guys on your ocean voyage. And he looks over and sees all of you, says, "Oh, hello. Truth be told, I wasn't sure I'd be seeing you guys again. Are you here for another ocean trip or other business?"
No. Yes, it'd be other business this time. Is Sergeant Brick here?
Yes, the sergeant's here. He's just upstairs taking care of some paperwork. Do you have a meeting with him?
We sure do have a meeting with him now because it's very important information regarding investigation. So we need to speak with him right away.
Oh, okay. I don't mean to be a stickler for the rules, but do you have any kind of documentation or anything like that? You obviously
we have the explosion that happened at your jailhouse.
That is one.
And we have the captain's word. He gave us this pass so we could get here in the first place. So is that enough information for you?
Yeah, of course. Do you mind if I just see the captain's permission there?
Yep. And yeah, she'll hand it over to him.
A lot less, looking for trouble. He just looks at it. So, okay, yeah. It sounds like the captain wants you to speak with Sergeant Brick right away. I'll bring you up to the room.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for being more reasonable than the last guard we talked to.
Oh, I know you guys mean well, so I'll bring you on up there. And he escorts all of you up to up the stairs and into a room a little bit further back. Large double doors open up, and behind a very elegant oak desk stands a very large, imposing figure, almost the same size as Drag, but just decked out in heavy plate mail. Is Sergeant Brick. And the lieutenant looks over to him and looks back to all of you and says, "Sergeant, the captain sent over these individuals to investigate the explosion that took place at the jailhouse just a few days ago." And as the sergeant looks up from his desk and sees all of you, just the largest sigh that a large man can produce comes out of his mouth.
Great. What do all of you want?
I don't think he's
I
happy to
missed
see us.
us.
Don't
A
pretend like
pleasure.
you're unhappy to see us.
A pleasure to see you too, bird murderer.
Oh man.
Don't.
I've been called worse.
But we are here investigating, and we have some questions regarding some things that we found at the site of the crime. So, whatever has happened between us, let us put it aside for now, for the sake of apprehending some criminals. Shall we?
Fair enough. You guys must have sweet-talked my old man a little bit to, let you guys in on the investigation, but, alright, if it's what my father wants, what can I do to help?
Well, do you have information about suspicious gangs, like organized criminals that come around here? One of the things that we found was black powder, which we're told is very, very illegal, and it could have been smuggled in. So, if there are any suspicious characters that you might know of, that might give us a lead, or at least somewhere to look and see where Caspian might have fled.
Well, if there is anyone in Baland that would have access to something like that, you would probably find them down near the Tidebreaker. That's quite the popular drinking establishment for those that don't have permission to cross into Baland through the customs border there. Many sailors use that building for entertainment, and needless to say, some things occur there that the Vrento Guard are not privy to, at least not yet.
Okay, is this like a brothel? Or
No, not a brothel. Just when you go there, you'll understand. Just a lot of seafaring folk, a lot of people that have lived some rough and tough lives. Find the Tidebreaker to be their kind of establishment.
Koshka whispers to Corey, "Dwell. He means ne'er-dwells."
Yes, dear. Yes, that is exactly what he means. Good job.
Yes.
He pats her on the head.
Midas sees his head in his hands. It's like, oh my god.
Give the high five.
Okay, so we could question. I mean, we could go there and maybe try to ask around, see if anybody else might have some information there that they may be more inclined to tell us than if somebody in the guard just walked up in there.
Yeah, with you, all of you not being affiliated with the Vrento Guard, you might be able to get a little bit more information than we could. And let me just say, if you do find any information about black powder especially, please report it to me right away. We need to get that off of the streets immediately.
Of course, we wouldn't want to see anybody get hurt, or anybody else. Were there any reported injuries when the explosion happened?
From what my father told me, there were not any injuries, actually. It appears to be quite a coordinated breakout.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Well, I mean, it's good that nobody got hurt, but just goes to show these people are
Professionals?
Are professionals, yes. They're quite good at what they do, and this is definitely far from the first time they've had to do something like this. So we better get the move on, try to find them as quickly as possible.
All right, well, you'll know where to find me. I'll be here for the remainder of the day.
All right. And I imagine like Hugin just kind of giving him the stank eye the whole time. And just kind of squawks.
Sergeant Brick sees that and he does the little like intimidate, and Hugin's just like
Oh, Hugin, it's okay. Don't scare my bird, you.
Midas snickers a little.
He gets smacked with a spoon.
Damn it!
All right,
And-
let's go.
Yeah, Lieutenant Jacob kind of ushers you guys out and closes the door to Sergeant Brick's office and heads down to the front of the barracks there. And when you're all outside, he points he points south on the dockyards and says the Tidebreaker is at the very end of the docks. There's a lot of like hostels and lodgings for people that aren't able to get into Baland, so there are a lot of people that end up staying there, but a lot of them end up at the Tidebreaker for some refreshments.
As the group starts to kind of walk further away from Captain Brick, Sergeant Brick, whatever his name is,
Brickster.
Koshka kind of like says, I mean, you all look fabulous, but I just want to say, you know, maybe you dirty yourselves up a little bit so you don't stick out like such a sore fashionable thumb.
Why would I want to do that?
I mean, the people won't talk to you and tell you what you want to know if you look like you are an aristocrat.
Oh, but So
Oh.
You
saying
look-
I should-
Might just take it this way. You look too good to be in a place like that.
Well, I mean, it would be true.
Yes, see, you know,
And that's
I'm-
exactly why
Hmm.
you need to dress
The
horror.
part.
Oh, the horror! The horror!
the horror.
Midas like, oh!
I'll put yourself together,
Mm.
Granddad.
Maybe I'll just sit in the background and just observe.
No, you're getting dressed in something worse than what you have on right now.
But
Rags.
you mean I gotta look like, I gotta like look like Mo and Costa?
Yes. You leave Koshka alone, okay? She
Aw.
just got new clothes.
Cute.
Did you make her clothes?
No, I got them from his competitor, remember?
Right.
Russian me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well,
have a-
okay.
I have
Well,
a
I-
scarf you can wear.
I'm so good.
It is quite pretty.
It
Pretty
is. I
ugly.
can attest to it.
Is there a place we could like change into her her older threads?
into your old gear. Yeah, I mean, you could find there's many like I said, there's a lot of buildings, there's like tents, things like that, a lot of things that are set up. If you're looking for like complete privacy, you'll have to kind of edge your way in between some buildings to like just to have enough space and privacy to fully undress.
Koshka will go behind the bush.
Yeah.
And put on her old clothes, but not her turban, and then like put her cloak on and put the hood up.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, Cora is gonna change into the first dress that she wore when she met the ducks. She's like, putting this on brings back memories.
Midas is like seeing everybody like with their new clothes and or their old clothes and just gagging.
Put yours on.
There's
Chop,
like
chop.
there's some holes and like tattered like fringed edges that are just fraying apart on their clothing, driving Midas's OCD nuts.
It's just for a little while, Midas. It's okay.
We'll
Yeah,
change
You have a
that as
hood?
soon as we leave.
Yeah, do you have a hood? I feel like a hood is like a cheat code for dressing like a sketchy person, you know?
I feel like there is a point when you can try too hard, Koshka. So, you know, just keep that in mind.
Okay. I might keep my outfit with my hood on though, just in case.
Oh, yours looks cool.
Okay, good. Yeah, maybe Midas is not the hood type, you know?
Yeah.
The
you
metal
have-
arm might give it
not-
away.
Gee, thanks.
You never know.
Midas will roll his eyes before like grabbing like a rag and just like wiping his face, casting disguise self, wiping on his nice clothes, so that way their appearance shifts, so that way it looks a little bit more harmony, more commoner, more rugged. It's like if you had to describe a rugged person to someone who's never interacted with like the lower class.
Hilarious.
Whatever they would imagine, that's what mine looks like.
Do you change like what your like appearance looks like, or just your clothes?
It's just the clothes.
Okay.
But he's too lazy to actually wear something different, so he's gonna make it look like he's wearing something different.
All right. And Aladrin, you're in like a suit. So what do you? What do
you want me to change out of this? Oh, but
Yes.
it's so elegant. All right, fine. I'll just go back to the same clothes that I had before, if that is fine. My little tank top, a little bit.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect for this kind of area.
That damn tank top and flip flops. My weakness.
It's quite comfortable.
Mo's
It's been a long
gonna
time. I forgot why I used to wear this. This is good.
Mo's gonna shift back out of his wild shape form. He's gonna wrap his scarf around his neck, and then he's gonna go up to Corey and just kind of tap her and be like, "It seems like you will be doing a bit of, or most of the talking, and maybe this will help." And I'll cast an enhance ability for charisma.
All right.
I feel
Charismatic.
yes, charismatic.
Filled with splendor, even.
Yes, splendorous.
What about you, Drag? What are you going to wear? Do you have anything not fabulous? I doubt it.
It is true.
Drag pulls out the monster stinky clothes and puts
No.
those on.
Oh.
And she's like, this'll work, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's no glitter. So sure.
Midas's jar is like on the floor.
Well, you all look like ne'er-do-wells to me. So you guys change into your street clothes, I guess. I don't know. And then you make your way to the Tidebreaker. And as you're walking down, like Lieutenant Jacob said, you guys see a lot of like hostels, a lot of places for people to stay, just like a couple of nights, nothing fancy. In fact, a lot of these buildings have like that coating of algae on the outside of them from probably being hit by waves at some point. Definitely, at the very least, being splashed by the salt water. And as you guys head over, you guys arrive in front of the Tidebreaker hotel, the Tidebreaker bar. And so the bar is like pushed way back at the end of the docks, and it's nestled up against the side of the Stellaris mountainside. This is kind of like where it's the very end of the docks. It's like the very last spot where the Stellaris barrier wall is actually down. So this bar is like pressed up right against the side of it. And on the outside, there's a wooden sign with like carved waves in it as its backdrop, and it just says Tidebreaker on it. There are a few sailors, and these are like rough and tough sailors. You know, they're patchy beards. They have like scars on their arms and their faces. They're wearing the classic like black and white like striped sideways shirts.
You tell them.
And they're all just kind of sipping their ale on the veranda as you guys are walking in. You can see that there are barnacles on the side of the building from just the waves crashing into it. And before we all head inside, let's take a little break.
Woo.
All right.
How long?
Let's do 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so we'll be back very soon.
That's 7.
Yeah, it'll end up
Alright.
being 7 anyways. So.
Alright.
All right, well, let's all escape back to fantasy land here.
Escape the horrors.
All right, so you guys are standing in front of the Tidebreaker bar, and obviously, what's very important for dealing with ruffians and things of that nature is how one enters into a bar. So, who's going in first, and how you guys doing it?
Oh, I think I'm going to go in first, and I'm going to bust in. Is it like a swinging door, like
Saloon?
like a saloon door?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. I'm going to have my loot. I'm going to bust in, and I'm going to strum it really loudly, and then start exclaiming the song of the Mighty Ducks. As we walk in, I'm going to introduce each one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
As they come.
Oh,
All right, take it away, Eladrin. Go ahead.
I don't have anything prepared. That's what I wanted to do. Everybody, here we are. We are the dogs.
Corey's gonna
Go
walk
on.
in and hit him with a wooden spoon.
That
Stop
is
that.
Corey.
Yes, stop. Yeah, that's me. Stop that. Stop that.
She has
You're
a
drawing
spoon
way
of
too much attention.
terror.
Way too much attention to
Spoon
all
of
of
terror.
us.
You know who we are, the Mighty Ducks.
Ugh, this is hopeless. She just like storms off.
There she goes.
So as Eladrin busts in and everyone follows in behind him, you like the place goes silent. There's an old guy strumming like on a dulcimer in the corner. You just hear that sharp like chord get plucked as you bust in. Everyone like stops mid drink and just like stares daggers at you, Eladrin. There is a very big number of unsavory looking people inside this establishment. Many rough and gruff humans, tieflings, half orcs, gnomes, halflings, and dwarves are present here. There's some drunk people are kind of singing along to your song for the brief moment as you guys walk in. But yeah, you guys walk into this establishment, and as your entrance kind of, loses its luster and fades away, and you all enter into the bar, what do you guys want to do?
For the record, Koshka didn't go in.
Okay, so Koshka. All right, maybe I should ask that. Is anyone not inside? So it sounds like at least Corey and Eladrin are inside. Did anyone else follow in with them?
Drag went
Might have spit in.
Drag is strutting like a model into the bar.
Yeah.
Koshka acted like she was gonna go in, but at the last second she didn't. She psyched everybody out and went beside the door.
Okay.
First, outside on the veranda, and then just kind of leaned up against the wall.
You kind of
We
just
are waiting for the eyes. The eyes, we are waiting for you.
Mo, what about you?
Yeah, I was gonna go in with them all.
All right. So the door
The
butts.
detective.
Just you calling out roll call as everyone walks in.
Shibuya, Shibuya, Shibuya.
Corey's just going straight to the bar, and she's gonna just talk to the barkeep, be like, "The strongest thing you have, please."
The bartender just kind of nods at you and says, "Well, if you're traveling with someone like that, I would imagine you need quite the strong drink."
You wouldn't believe.
We are the dogs.
Make it two.
All right, so I'll pour him tall for you. And he just goes grabs a glass from the top shelf, pulls it out, it's got a little bit of like a little bit of dust on it, but he dusts off the glass, pops it open, and pours a clear liquid into some small glass cups for you guys. And he slides them over to you, Corey and Midas, and the bartender says, "Can't say I've seen you guys here before. Are you sure you want to be here?"
Oh,
Is that a problem?
I'm right at home here.
Oh, no problem whatsoever. I'm happy to serve anyone that comes through. Just I don't know. He just kind of looks back and forth at everyone in the bar, and he's just like, do you know the reputation around here? Kind of some tough customers that come in here.
A bit new in town. Just blew in. And didn't have a whole lot of money, so I just figured I'd, come over here. It seemed like the place to be when you don't quite fit into society,
Oh yeah, I get that. We got a lot of those kind of people in through here, but I'm happy to serve if you have the coin.
And how much are the drinks?
This one's here is a 1 silver piece. It's the strong stuff, the good stuff.
And yeah, Corey is gonna slide him a she's like, "You've been, just so generous. I could spare one at these," and she'll give him a gold. Really, just I don't want to do math.
So he quickly like covers it with his hands, and like just as you put it out on the table, like on the counter, and he's like, you really are not from around here. You probably don't want to be flashing coin like that around here."
Oh, my apologies. You told me you had to pay the coin, and I just
I'll take. Hey, listen, I'll take the coin. Just you gotta be a little bit more cautious about throwing it out there.
Might as well put 1 silver on
Just 1 coin
on the bar for him.
And
that covers that. No, my gold covers him. He covers him.
All right. Well, let's just say you guys have opened a tab for now.
I'll take one of those.
I guess it covers her too.
Make that 4.
And him?
Okay.
Don't give them the good stuff though. Give them the the watered down stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. They can't really hold their drinks.
Fair enough. I got some of that too. And he'll grab a different bottle from the shelf. This one filled with more of like a lightish brown liquid, and he pours it in a glass for you.
Corey will also. She'll point out to Eladrian, and she's gonna say, "In that one, just give him water. Just water."
All right. And you see him go. You see him kind of like go down to like a something underneath the bar, and he pulls up, and it's a very brackish water. He's just like, truth be told, I don't serve a lot of water here. Not a lot of my patrons are here to drink water, so I don't carry it too much. But
that one you don't want him drunk. So just keep it that. We'll say it's whiskey or something.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Like he doesn't get any louder, does he?
He does. This is his crisis.
It'd be 10 times worse if he was drunk.
Okay.
This is the starting point.
Okay. Well, then we'll definitely keep his drinks alcohol free.
Perfect.
Honestly, if you can not interact with him, that's even better.
Hey, I'm perfectly happy just to serve him a drink and shoo him away.
Yeah, if he asks, don't ask him any questions. Don't let him tell you about himself. Matter of fact, don't even look at him.
He's criminally stupid. What can I say?
And that's putting it lightly.
Well, you might want to, keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't do anything too foolish while he's in this place.
Yes, that's a perfect job for Midas here. And she pats Midas on the back while she takes a drink.
I agree. That is a good idea and a good plan for you, Mo.
Are we at,
But the good thing is he is a criminal. And you see Mo just kind of leaning up against the bar, trying his best not to look like a narc.
Midas starts drinking immediately.
Roll,
Starts drinking immediately. Finishes it.
Mo, roll a performance for me.
Performance.
Oh god.
Midas will finish his drink, put the cup down, and gestures for another one. It gestures for another one. Zero? Zero?
A zero. Amazing.
That's worse than a
Alright,
zero. Worse than a
so Mo, you're just standing there. It's like I hope there's no criminals here.
And then like in
Zero.
Immediately the bartender just like looks at you. He's like, what? And then you feel like two large hands just on your shoulder, and you turn around. You see like a large half orc, and he's a bouncer at this place. He's just like, I think you gotta leave. And he starts just like before you even start like saying anything, he just starts pulling you away.
Zero.
Yeah, just let it happen. And then...
He tosses you out the house just like Uncle Phil does to Jazz.
Yeah.
And
but I am not the police, I swear.
Koshka, within like a minute and a half of everyone coming inside, you immediately see just Mo get tossed out these saloon doors. They just blast open as his body just flies out of the bar and just rolls onto the ground.
Koshka kind of mutters to herself like, this is why I did not go in when the blue man was singing. And she like walks over and like tries to like help Mo up, and she's like, what happened? What, you were in there for a minute.
Well, you see, I got the drink, and then I asked about the criminals, and then I think they knew I was a narc.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
They saw you with your mask on, yes?
Yes.
Okay, what if you take off the mask and change your clothes a little?
Well, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so you're going to stay out here then?
I think my cover is blown.
Okay, you keep watch out here, okay? And then if you see anything like a swarm of bandits, you just,
I'm gonna
pick
I'm gonna
up.
go.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go find a tree.
Okay. All right. We'll come back and get you, okay? I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, buddy.
Just to burst
She
your
like
bubble.
pats him on the back.
To burst your bubble even more, Mo, there are no trees around here. It's a dock. It is the dockyard.
He'll walk to like the edge of the water and just like he'll cast fucking what's it called? Speak with animals on himself and start looking for fish to talk to. And that's how he'll spend his time.
Oh my god. Okay, Koshka. I assume Pippi like waited outside with Koshka, so she's gonna be like,
Yeah.
Pippi, I don't think you're allowed in anyway, so you just go keep him company, make sure he's okay.
Pippi just waddles over to Mo and just sits down next to him.
Is Eladrian still singing by the door at this point?
No.
Okay, great. So Koshka's gonna walk back up to the bar and kind of make sure her like hood's up, and then she's gonna like stealthily walk into the bar, right up to the bar, but not right beside Corey and Midas.
So we can say like, let's just say for example, the bar is like almost like rectangular shaped, where the bar is like an L. So the group is on the long side of the bar, and you kind of come up to the shorter end of the bar.
Hold on now. You said it was Eladrian singing. Like I saw you come in. I should be able to announce you.
Roll. So okay, Aladrin roll perception and Koshka roll stealth.
Perfect. Love it. I did say I went in stealthily, so.
Yeah, you sure did.
Ah, damn.
Nice.
All right.
All right, you win.
Hey.
You win.
You are distracted by the taste of your brackish water, Aladrin.
Delicious.
Okay, Koshka walks up to the bar, like sits on a bar stool kind of away from everybody, and she like knocks twice on the bar to get the bartender's attention.
He sees you, walks over. Hello, what can I do for you?
Oh well, I'm on a long journey and I'm a little bit parched. Do you think you could, get me a brew?
Yeah, of course. Do you want like something strong, something easy to drink? Don't ask for water.
I won't. I know better than that. I'll just take a regular ale, please.
All right, not a problem. And he'll go grab a pitcher of the ale and pour it over for you. There you go.
This journey that I'm on, it's so long, but I really hope it's worth it. Like I hope it's it's a good plan, but nobody can foretell the future, so
Yep.
I hope it works out well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made taking these voyages across the sea. But if you really want to look for someone with coin, you might want to talk to the guy over there. And he points to a table in the corner, and you can see that there are people playing cards there.
Yes.
Okay. She is going to she's gonna say, "Thank you very much, sir. Here is 1 silver," and then she'll like flick him a silver. Like a cool little coin toss.
Thank you very much. And
Always a pleasure.
And the bartender goes back and just kind of cleaning glasses. Classic bartender stuff.
Classic.
She's going to kind of like, is there like a little alcove where not everyone can see her?
There are alcoves. Most are occupied already. If actually all are occupied. There's a lot of people in this bar, kind of just spread all over. But the place where he pointed to, you can see that there are 3 people sitting down at the table, and there's a little crowd that is kind of surrounding. Behind 2 of the players, there's a crowd of people, and then behind the other person, nobody's there. It's just him by himself.
Okay. She's is there like a chair near him? Like she can just walk up and sit on a chair next to him?
Like directly next to this person at the table?
Yes.
No. There's no like direct seat next to them. It's like they basically cleared it out for just people that are playing.
Okay, and there's no seats available to play at the table?
At this moment, not currently. These people seem to be quite engrossed in their game right now.
Okay. So she's gonna join like the little crowd, but stand across from the guy that the bartender told her to speak with. And then she's just gonna kind of like stare the guy down. Until he makes eye contact, essentially.
Yeah, so right now these people are very very involved in playing their game. He's currently not like paying attention to anything but his cards at this point in time. But as you kind of sit there and wait and watch, what about the rest of you? What are you guys are doing? None of you know that Koshka is inside the bar right now.
I think at this point, Corey would be like looking around, trying to like see her, because she's like, I thought the Koshka went in with us. Where is she? And yeah, she'll try to kind of look around, but when she doesn't see her, she's just kind of like, well, she knows her way around crowds like this, so she says, so she's probably okay. And yeah, and she's just going to try and listen, use her big old bunny ears to see if she can overhear any gossip.
Yeah. For anyone that's kind of just looking around, like I assume most of you are just, backs up against the bar, looking around at everybody. You can roll perception.
I was gonna say mine is just kind of doing something similar. It's just kind of people watching.
Oh, damn it. It's not a good night for rolls.
Lots of red.
It's like
lots of red
3
numbers.
Can I roll for Hugin?
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my damn!
That's
I'm gonna
Alright,
roll
I'll
for
let, yeah,
Hugin.
roll for Hugin. Go ahead.
It's a pretty strong.
You're
team, guys.
joking. You're
It's
joking.
a
He
pretty
has
strong.
advantage. He has advantage. That's
wow.
crazy.
Oh
Okay,
god.
that's a 16. I think he has like
Okay.
a +2, so like 18.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Dude,
So
Me with the bird.
all of you guys are just kind of, there's so many like crowds of people here, like everybody looks shady, like you don't even know where to start. There's just like this group over here of like gnomes and dwarves are just cheering, and like they have like just scars and scratches and patchy beards and like bits of their flesh missing, things like that. They just look, rough and tumble kind of people, like a little like bit of like their ears missing or something like that. And so the rest of you guys are all, like I said, are just kind of enraptured by everything that's going on. Hugin spies the card game that's going on. And, people don't take too kindly to birds flying around inside their buildings, but Hugin's able to see just kind of through the crowd of people this high stakes game of cards that is currently happening, and it seems to be like a pretty big focal point of the establishment. And switching back over to Koshka real quick, Koshka, as you are watching this card game go on, you see, you kind of glean that through just kind of being mixed in the crowd here, that it's like a captain and a vice captain of a ship that's currently docked here are playing cards against this other person across from them. And
That's right. I was going to say, do I recognize this person across from them?
you can roll history for me, see if you recall them from somewhere. And the crowd that you're in, mixed in with, is the crew of this sailing ship.
That's the opposite of what we've been getting. That's great.
Yeah. A 21. So you do not know who this person is, but as this person is like dealing out cards, they turn their face and you see the omen tattoo on their cheek. And back with where Hugin is, Hugin spies this as this person kind of just turns their face. He sees a mark. He doesn't, just from the distance, he doesn't automatically pick up what it is, but he'll kind of reiterate to you, Corey, that this person has like a tattoo mark on their face that is familiar to him. Yeah, so Corey, picking up from you guys' spot, what do you want to do with that information?
Yeah, so she'll pull him aside and just kind of whisper, like low enough that they're not really overheard, which I think most of the patrons are kind of focused more on like the card game going on, Right. So
Yeah, like,
so she'll still be careful.
Yeah, literally, like a big hand was just played, and like you just hear the crowd just go, "Oh," like stuff like that.
Got it. Okay. So so she's gonna whisper, "You can found somebody with a tattoo on their cheek that seemed familiar. That ring any bells?"
I had a feeling. I don't know if you remember me mentioning that group.
Yeah, so they're a long way from home. Should try and maybe join in on the game.
Do you know how to play? I think it would be they might think it's just a little bit suspicious if you just walk up.
Well, I mean, not in the middle of the game. Just once it's over. Could at least check it out. But
Okay.
maybe not all at once. I don't know.
Maybe
yeah.
Maybe we leave. He like guesses towards Eladri.
Leave him alone at the bar.
Would you rather us bring him?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll just head over there.
Yes.
He'll be fine with his whiskey. She puts up the air quotes. And yeah,
I think he's distracted.
I'm gonna go find the guy that was playing his dulcimer and just talk to him about how he's and just join him in song. Whatever he's doing, I'm his new accompaniment. That way you guys don't have to worry about me.
Yeah. So it's just like a very old man just like strumming the dulcimer. That's like, and the dulcimer is old as hell too. Like it's like got chunks of it. The wood has like rotted off in parts, but it still plays. So the guy sees you come over and he's like, "Oh well, you have quite the singing voice. Shall we jam together?"
Oh, it would be an honor to play with you, sir. Be an honor to play. Such an honor. Yes, we'll do together. You and me together.
All right, sounds good. Let's play Sea Shanty 1 in B flat.
B flat. Yo ho yo, pirate life for me.
And a bunch of
shiver me timbers and river me slivers and off to be pirates, yo ho!
A bunch of drunk sailors start chiming in with the singing the sea shanty along with you. Yeah. So then, so Eladrin, you're over there playing. Mo's sad outside, and Drag and Midas. What are you guys doing?
Midas is gonna be with Corey, so like once she moves, so he's also gonna go and just spectate respectfully and hopefully not bring too much attention.
Drag's definitely joining in the crowd, singing along, or at least faking it, and having a blast.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so Corey, you head on up to the group of people playing, and so as you approach, you guys hear one more time, and Koshka, you kind of see the final cards kind of be dealt. These two sailors have gone all in with their bets, and unfortunately the cards are not in their favor, as the person with the tattoo across from them just kind of lays it out on the table and says, "Well, read it and weep, fellas." And he just puts out these cards, and everyone just like, groaning and all this kind of stuff. As the person with the tattoo just scoops up all the coin and brings it over to him, starts piling it up nicely, and he says, "Well, if you got some more coin you want to spend, just feel free to bring it over."
You love him.
There
You
is
should-
no way this guy actually talks like that, right?
You should play him,
His
Cora.
actual voice.
Koshka claps one of the guys on the back who obviously like is out of money. And she goes, "Oh, you know, sometimes the cards go in your favor, sometimes they don't, but nobody can foretell the future. So time for you to get up and I will take a seat." Only I did it without her voice at all. So picture that again with an accent.
Oh, well, come on down and have a little seat, little kitty. We can play a little
Oh,
game.
hell no.
Don't call me that.
Oh, my apologies, madam. What may I address you by?
You can call me the eyes. How's that?
The eyes. Well, you do have very pretty eyes.
I don't like the way this is going, but I will play cards with you, for maybe a wager other than the money, not in the way that you're thinking.
What is going on?
This is quite the strange interaction we're having here, but
Corey's stepping in. She's swooping in. She's like, I have to save it.
Look, Midas is intrigued. Like, he's entertained by this nonsense.
Yeah, she's trying to
Oh,
distract
hello, pretty bunny lady. Would you like to play a game?
Oh, I would love to play. I'm not super familiar with all the rules and whatnot, but I wouldn't mind throwing in a little bet. And she kind of sits down a little daintily and kind of like lowers her like I'm blanking on the name, but like her dress, the top part, the bodice, it's kind of like just a tiny bit lower. As she kind of settles in.
Scandalous. Well, we were just talking about playing for something a little more valuable than money.
Oh?
Oh, well, maybe pump the brakes a little bit there, my dear. I think it might be
I'm talking about information.
Very subtle of you.
Thank you.
She's very new to this area.
Midas space tall.
Yeah, that's not how you do it, dear. We just play a game and then we just talk. How much is the starting wager?
Well, since you said it's your first time playing, I'll maybe start off a little small. We'll play for starting ante is 20 gold pieces.
All right, and yeah, she'll put in she'll very like subtly kind of try and slide over the 20 gold to him under the table.
Oh, brother.
Bets go above the table, please.
Okay, I was just told not to do that, so I'm just getting mixed signals between you and some other folks here. But okay, and yeah, she'll put it on the table.
Well, all right. So, and what about you, Miss the Eyes? Are you planning on playing in this game?
I think I could play a hand or two, but only if you're ready to lose.
Let's see how the cards are dealt. 20 gold pieces is your ante.
Okay.
And this person will put their money out there as well. And he looks over to you, Corey, says, "Oh, my dear, I didn't get your name. We have the Eyes over here playing with us, but who might you be?"
Oh, just Corey.
Just Corey. A fine name indeed. You may call me Horace.
Horse? Like the name? I'm a horse? Horse?
I think that's what he said, a horse. Nay.
We don't have to play this game at all if you're gonna be assholes about it.
No, I was genuinely asking, sir, if that was what I heard.
Horace.
Horse.
Well, your money's already on the table, horse, so we might as well play.
Whore?
Well, I think the ante might have just gone up a little bit for you, the Eyes, if you want to play at my table.
Well,
Throw in an extra 10 gold pieces and maybe I'll consider playing with you.
I don't know if you're worth it, but it means nothing to me, so okay.
Oshka!
It's nothing.
It's nothing to me. Midas is amused.
All right, well, then let's play. So you guys are going to be playing a little card game. So we've anteed in. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to roll a d20 to yourself.
Okay.
Don't let me see it. For
Okay, no
so
promises.
just roll that d20 to yourself as best you can, and I'm gonna roll on my end.
Okay.
No! See, I told you. Damn it!
Yeah, roll it again to yourself.
Okay. How do I switch it? I'll figure it out, guys.
When you click on it, it should give you like the option to like
got it.
there's like
I
a
got
to
it.
everyone. Okay, good.
Are you okay?
All right, so whenever you roll, just keep that number, okay?
Okay.
All right, and so he deals out the card to you, and it says, well, I think I'm gonna spice this up a little bit, and he's gonna throw in another 10 gold pieces.
Oh, upping the ante, I see.
But of course, it keeps the game interesting.
All right, I'll do the same. And yeah, she'll put in another 10 gold.
Koshka, like throws in another 10 and then like knocks twice on the table.
All right. Perfect. Looks like everyone's called my bets. Let's deal some more cards. All right, and I want you guys to roll a d12 to yourself.
Okay. I have rolled.
All right.
Same.
And he looks at his cards. He says, "Whew, luck is on my side tonight." And he's gonna put in another 15 gold pieces.
You are incredibly confident that you're going to win.
Well, of course. You know, I have a certain name around these parts, you know.
Oh, yes, the winner? Is that it? The unbeatable?
Oh, that's smooth.
The
I like that.
Yes, the unbeatable.
Well, if you wanna call me that, I certainly don't mind.
What do they call you, though?
Well, I'm known around these parts as Horace the Shark.
Horace the Shark, huh?
The shark
right,
or
then.
the shock?
The Shark.
From
Beating everybody
The shock.
single-handedly, for sure.
Oh,
sure.
shark, like in the water. The shark, chomp chomp.
She's just throwing in another 10 gold. while they're going at this, she's just like, okay.
It must be my accent. You can't tell what I'm saying. But that's okay.
As she said, I am not from around here.
You don't sound like you're from around here either. Where'd you come from?
Well, I
There you
came from the overseas, my dear, but we're getting a little bit off topic. Let's see our final cards here. But what about you, the eyes? Are you staying in or are you folding?
I will call. And then she throws in the last 10 gold.
All right. So I want each of you guys to roll a d6.
To ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cora, read out your numbers for me.
All right. I got a 19 and a 2 and a 2.
Right. Koshka, what'd you get?
So you know how I rolled a 20?
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1, and then
Okay.
a 3, and then a 1.
All right.
Well,
This is not our night.
No, the lowest one counts. It's like golf.
But we don't know. We don't know what the numbers mean yet. So.
now you know damn well.
Rolled super well. I'm just saying she could have that could have been what we wanted.
All right, well, let's put our hands on the table and see who wins. And the Horace puts out his cards on the table, and you two do the same. And he looks over to you, Corey, and he says, "Well, Miss Corey, looks like Lady Luck's on your side on this particular hand. The pot is yours. Congratulations."
It's mine? I won?
You sure did, my fine lady. You won all this fine gold right here. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Oh, I like I said, it was maybe it's beginner's luck since I hadn't played before, but it was very fun. I loved it.
Maybe we should call you Corey the Unbeatable.
Haha! I love that. That has a nice ring to it. Are you going to keep playing here, or did you have anything to do after the game?
Well, the eyes over here came over with quite the interesting question, seeing if I had any sort of information, and maybe I do, maybe I don't. What's it worth to you?
Well, first off, how
So you got
how much gold
100.
did I get?
You got 150. 50 from Koshka.
Yeah, 50 from Koshka.
I'm gonna be honest. The only money I have is the money that's for the bail for the guy. So technically, it's all of our money. So it's just kind of circled in there.
Yeah.
So now you're holding that.
Yeah, circled back.
The odds were in my favor no matter what happened. So
Well, I think it's definitely worth a few drinks if you don't mind me paying. Since it's on me given the the winning hand and all.
Well, I think maybe it depends on what kind of information you're looking for.
Well, I don't want to you can't just air it all out, out here. Where, it's sensitive.
Well, how about we go over to my little private booth over there?
All right. That sounds good. Lead the way.
Wonderful. And he heads on up towards the booth. There's a couple of people in it, and he just looks over to them, just gives them the head nod to get the F out. And they pick up their drinks and just kind of walk away immediately. And he just kind of ushers over to you, Corey. He says, "Well, have a seat, Miss Corey."
Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, she'll curtsy and take a seat by him.
for the record, Kosha comes to and she's just very awkward and aggressive about it. So she just takes her own seat right next to Corey.
Are you two here together?
Corey looks over at Kosh and she says, "Dear, why don't you have a drink with Midas and
Midas takes his head from across the room.
No, you could talk with him. Maybe talk out your differences or something over a drink. I got this. Trust me." And she's being very firm, but kind about it. Of I got this.
She gets up to leave and doesn't say anything, but stares the guy down, and then she does the two fingers pointing to her eyes and then one finger pointing to him while she's walking away.
And
then she goes right up to the bar.
He winks back at you as you do that.
Oh my gosh. So with her gone, Corey is gonna kind of settle in and laugh and say, "Well, Mr. Horace, you sure have come a long way from Onagas."
Oh, and what makes you think I'm from Onagas?
Oh, it's written all over your face.
Ah, familiar with the work, are you?
Oh, yes, very much so. My group, we went down there for the feast or famine, you see. So, when we're there, you run into some characters, your fair share of them. So, you must be well-traveled and well-informed.
And y'all must think that I'm quite the fool, thinking I wouldn't know the Mighty Ducks, champions of the feast or famine. when they come up to my table.
How loud is he speaking?
It's just him and Corey, like just a quiet conversation between them amongst the bar sounds of Eladrian and this old guy rocking sea shanties. So, yeah, you can't really overhear the conversation.
Cool. Can we see like their face? Like, can we see at least Corey's face from the bar?
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Just like, because Midas just want to, he doesn't want to like hear the conversation, but he wants to just watch just in case like Corey like gives like any signs of like I need help.
Yeah. You can roll perception.
LOL.
Yeah, so you position yourself, Midas, to get to be able to see like a clear view of Corey's face.
Cool.
Yeah, so he just kind of finishes off saying that like I wouldn't know the champions of the Feast of Famine.
Well, he didn't say anything about it.
Well, I like to
Might be
keep
for the same
my
reason.
cards close to my chest, you see.
As do I.
Well, maybe you want to tell that to your musical friend over there.
No amount of talk will help that one. He's a lost cause. I can't help him. Yeah, I got nothing for that. But I'm just here, okay? Now I know who you are. You know who I am, and who we are. So we could do this the easy way. I much prefer the easy way, honestly, and just getting some information about the goings on here. If you've been here a while, I mean, I think that's more than fair compensation for me, given that I won at your game.
And what kinds of goings on are you referring to?
Well, you've certainly heard about the jailbreak that happened a few days ago, right?
Oh, such a tragedy. That criminal was set loose by somebody, isn't it?
A tragedy. Give me a break. You know that the person that was there in the jail who got broken out is someone who was very close to me, and I need to know where he's gone.
Close to you, you say? What does that mean? Close to you?
As in the father of my daughter.
Oh,
That's how close.
Miss Cora, you are pulling at my heartstrings with this story. I may have heard a thing or two about this person, but once again, what's it worth to you?
Corey's gonna sit with this for a moment. And she's gonna sigh and say, I haven't seen him for 5 years. So it's worth a lot. It's worth more than any of my companions and I had to carry it all. But if there's something you need, name your price. I'll pay it.
Roll persuasion for me.
All right.
Do it.
At advantage from Mo's skills. Mo's helping even from
Ooh.
the sad position he's in over there.
All right.
I'm
I got you.
contributing.
Contributing.
All right.
Contributing.
So with an 18, you see this man, and as he kind of thinks over what you say, you get a really good look at him. He's a human man, probably in his like 50s or so. He's got very greasy, slicked back brown hair that's thinning on the top, but reaches down to his shoulders. He's sporting a very well-worn gray blazer with a white shirt underneath, and you can see as he kind of leans back, there's some black suspenders that are holding up his gray trousers. And as he just kind of like grabs a nearby glass. You can see that there's some rings on his fingers, mainly just on his pinkies. He's got 2 rings on there. And yeah, as you look him up and down, that omen tattoo is quite prominent on his face for those that know what it is. And he looks back over to you, Corey, says, well, how about we play another game? What do you say?
I'm in.
This kind of game's gonna be an all for nothing gambit.
All right, that's my kind of gambit.
And seeing how my information is quite priceless, I think you might have to ante up quite the coin.
All right, and yeah, she's just gonna put it all out there, all of her coin. She's got.
How much is that?
359 gold.
I think my information's a little bit worth more than that. I was thinking somewhere around 500 gold pieces for the ante.
500. Oh.
This
Well, I need my
information
companions.
the information is priceless to you. You said it yourself.
Well, I need to get my companions for that.
Oh shit.
Certainly, go deliberate
She's gonna
with your
gesture
friends.
She's gonna gesture to Midas.
He said,
It's like
and,
I need help.
Horace will kind of excuse himself as he goes, while you speak with your compatriots, you'll know where to find me. I'll be at the table. And he just heads on over to the table, and he just starts kind of flashily shuffling cards, like the whole like card trick stuff like that he's doing. Midas, you see this person step away, and you see Corey's face just kind of gesture to you.
Yeah, Midas will finish his drink and walk over. How's it going over here?
Bad news, and she'll just pocket her bag of gold, and she looks pretty peeved. She says the bastard wants 500 gold, just as an ante to play a game to see whether or not he'll give the information to me. He definitely knows about Caspian, but well, playing very hard to get.
That's 500 gold. 500 just for information.
Not even guaranteed. That's the ante. And if I lose all of that.
That information can't be that good.
It could be if he's saying it's worth that much.
Or maybe he's just trying to see how willing you are to do it.
He knows who we are, by the way.
It.
I mean, Aladrian announced it, so you know that's just what it is. But he's also with the Omen.
Okay, so he's definitely playing with us then.
Yes, and I don't like it. I'm not one for all this game talk. I wonder if he's staying here, like has a room that we could, I don't know, sneak into.
Oh, you're crazy.
Well, he could have some notes on him.
He can also have multiple guys on him.
Probably, but would you rather pay 500 gold for a chance? Again, it's not guaranteed information. It's a chance.
Of course not, because I'm already assuming it's going to be my goal that's on the line.
Yes. Yes, it absolutely will be.
God damn it! What the fuck?
So, what do you say, Midas?
If this is an alternative, I think we should go for that. But I do think we need to be careful.
But of course. But, we know somebody who happens to be able to take on many different faces, animal faces.
Do you think it's gonna work? You know, like magic doesn't necessarily work with the omen.
True. You may see right through it because of that.
But also, if he gets caught, he's not a mighty duck. He doesn't know he's with us.
That is
So if he
also
does
true.
If he does get caught, it doesn't fall back on us, and then now we don't have to worry about him anymore.
By this,
I like this idea. This is great. All right, so when are we doing this?
No. I don't want him to do something that we know will get him caught. Ugh. I just don't know if there's any other way around it.
What if he's
a pretty
bluffing?
hard guy.
Do we call him on it?
We could. I don't know, and maybe. Do you think you have the convincing skills to either lower this ante or
I mean,
just have him just give it to us?
I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't had to barter with people since I left my studio.
You
Well-
hear Horace from the table down below says, "Are you two done your little meeting? We have a game to play."
Yeah, I don't think there's any other way around this one.
Okay, so let's try to bring it down then. Or maybe we can offer something that he doesn't know.
I mean, what
I
would
mean-
we have that he doesn't know?
How involved in the omen is he? Because we know a couple people in said organization. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
You come with me.
Oh, hell.
He's taking his arm, just dragging him. And she's like, "You want these good ideas? You come with me."
Oh no!
You're also more reasonable in this situation than Koshka. As much as I trust her with things, she has a temper about her.
I mean, she's a street urchin. I wouldn't.
She's a street urchin.
Hello.
Corey stomps his foot.
Oh,
Oh god.
hi.
All right. Yeah, so
Oh.
she's taking him down to the guy, and it's like, okay, we're back.
Hi. We're back.
I see. Is this the one that is your benefactor, Miss Corey?
Something
like
the
that.
stingiest one alive. But yes, we have the money you want, but
And
for
I have
something
the
like-
information you want. It's perfect.
it's like I said, this is just we're just anteing in to play the game. So ultimately, it is if I win, we get that information.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
And if I win, I get your money. As simple as that.
All right.
I think we can make it a little bit more interesting, though.
Oh, really? Now I'm interested.
I mean, information is on the table, so how about we make this both ways? If you win, you get some of the money, not the full amount. I said we bring that number down, but instead we replace it with pretty interesting information.
You have information for me.
Well, we are, as you know, the Mighty Ducks. We have traveled around the world. We have learned many things, including things that might interest you in that little tattoo on your face.
Oh, really? Well, what do you know that might be of interest to me? I need to, you can't just be making some secret promises of some hidden information without giving me a little bit of a teaser.
How much
Well-
is it worth to you?
I feel like this negotiation isn't gonna go through if you guys are being all defensive about it.
Are you scared?
Well, I just simply thought that Miss Corey here wanted some priceless information about her child's father. If she doesn't want that, if she doesn't think that the information is of any benefit to her, well, I can just keep it all to myself.
I mean, that information will be beneficial, but I do want to make sure that my partner here is making the most of the monies he has.
Well, then
Or
I think
I
your
have.
well, then I think your friend maybe overplayed her hand by saying that the information is priceless to her.
Priceless, you say, and Midas looks at Corey.
She kind of like, I may have said that.
It's a mere 500 gold coin for information about your dearest paramour.
500 gold. See, I think we can bring that down still.
No, Midas, let's just get on with it.
Corey, this is my money you have on the line.
Corey's just like rolling her eyes.
Well, fantastic. Let's play this game then. I will
Before
kind
we do this,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
one last thing to offer.
Of course.
Not only do I may have information for you, but and Midas was like say this with a smile, and cast enhance ability on himself, the charisma one, and he continues talking. Not only do I have information for you, but I might have information that might interest, let's say, other stakeholders. Let's just say I may know how Corey's friend got out of jail, and I think you might also know how. I think I know someone who might be interested in that, and let's just say that information is priceless.
Okay. Are you? Is this persuasion or deception? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Good.
Good.
I've got you
I
right
think
where I
I
want
know what
you.
Midas is talking about.
This is persuasion.
Yeah.
Persuasion. Okay, you can roll with advantage.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
I know of a little boom boom, a little black powder, a little something that you put here and there. And I know somebody who might be interested in that.
Yeah.
I could tell them where they can find that and find more about it.
You see him kind of like fiddling around with the ring on his finger, and he says, Mr. Midas, that is your name if I'm not mistaken. Midas Valdov.
Yes.
Let's maybe me and you have a little sidebar conversation. Away from Miss Corey, if you don't mind.
Away from me?
Yes,
Oh,
away
Midas
from
is
you.
Away from me. I was the one who brought you over here.
Yeah, it brought my money into it. Stay. Let's have this talk.
And
Well, I'm taking my money.
The 5 gold. Ain't nobody.
So yeah, he brings you back over to the booth there, Midas, and at this time now you kind of see him look around the room. He locks eyes with a couple of people, and he just kind of gives them just like a little nod, as they kind of just branch out in like strategic positions throughout the bar. And he invites you to sit down in the booth, and he says, I might be interested in this information if it pans out and if it's valuable to me, but you're making a lot of maybes and possiblies and things of that nature. I think you need to give me a little bit more specifics, because I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, I know where Miss Corey's paramour is, but I don't know what information you have.
See, and that's a risk. Are you not a fan of those?
Well, I literally just offered to gamble for the information, and I would have given it to her for free if she had won the bet. But now you brought me over with promises of more information, so I'm interested to hear you out.
And this is too much of a gamble for you. Okay, well, as you know, me and my friends, we have good connections. And we know how he got out. And I'm familiar with where he got out. And I know you're also
Oh, you cut out a bit.
and I know you're also familiar with the way he got out. Nobody else knows the connection though. I do. We do. And others can. But, you know, if you either lower the price or just tell us straight up, where is he? I suddenly won't remember the connection. Are you getting what I'm putting down yet?
I think you, much like Miss Corey, might be overplaying your hand a little bit, my friend.
If that's so.
Well, it's you are under the impression that we're worried about information about, I'm assuming you're talking about the black powder?
Perhaps.
I think you might be underestimating how easily the Omen can cut ties with people, if you get my drift.
I think you're underestimating how much of an influence we can have.
Influence in this city? You don't think I know about the exploits of the Mighty Ducks in the city of Baland? You don't think we have eyes and ears all throughout this city? I know.
Sure you do.
I know that you and good old Sergeant Brick ain't on the best of terms.
Well, you know, things can always change. I tend to bring a smile to all my clients.
Oh yeah, your fancy clothes wearing clients there up in Vrento at the Golden Loom, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. And you know, it's starting to be throughout now. You can't forget about the other cities. That's not important.
Well, Mr. Midas, let's just say I am interested in the information that you have. So I'll be willing to knock down the price of our little gambling arrangement that me and Miss Corey have.
Amazing. To what?
Well, maybe I'll let's bring it over with Miss Corey and see if she's amenable to the price change.
All right.
All right, and he'll come up and walk over to the table and sit down and says, "Well, Miss Corey, benefactor Midas here, claims he has some information that's worth knocking down the price of our little wager here."
What?
Well, I think his little information there, worth knocking off 100 gold pieces.
All right, we'll take that. We'll take that over. I'm not looking the gift horse in the mouth. That's not making fun of your name. That's not making fun of your name. I'm just saying, it's the expression. It's the expression.
It has now gone back up to 400. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she's like, oh, please.
But let's.
Midas's eye twitches.
But this is all on the presumption that Mr. Midas's information holds water and is valuable to us. If not, we'll find a way to get that extra coin out of you.
Sure, you won't be disappointed in that. And yeah, she's gonna hand over the gold that she has, and then Midas can put in the other 41 gold.
Perfect. All right.
Wait, time. How much does Koi give up?
Yeah, 41.
How much? Okay, where's the money coming from? I'm writing this down.
So I got 359 gold. That's all the gold that I have on me.
Midas has 385 gold on him.
The 41 gold. You'll get it back if I win.
All right.
Yeah. You're crying over 41 gold. I'm paying all of this.
All right. So, Corey, we are going to roll above table. So we're gonna do the 20, we're gonna do the 12, and then we're gonna do the 6. Okay.
All right.
So
Tell me when to roll.
You go ahead. You roll.
I'm rolling. Fuck.
All right. I'm gonna roll. All right. That's your D12. Let me roll my D12. All right, and roll your D6. All right.
Come on. Yes.
All right. So
I don't know if that's good, but it looks good.
Well, Corey, you got a total of 15, 19, and I got a total of 23. So the Horace just kind of reaches out over the table, says, "Well, it looks like you used up all your luck on the first hand, Miss Corey."
Say double or nothing.
It has to be no, double or nothing. Double or nothing. Because I'm not going down without the fight here.
You got another 400 gold on you?
What?
Have another, I'll kick your ass if you don't play another game with me.
What?
No, because you know how much this means. This is everything to me. And like, there's like that fire in her eyes now.
Are you talking to Horace or are you talking to Midas?
I'm talking to Horace. Talking to Horace. Yeah.
Well, Miss Corey, of course I know how much this means to you. That's why the ante was so high. If you're willing to make another wager, I'd be willing to take your money again.
Are you serious?
All right. So yeah, Corey just kind of feels really defeated at this point. And she's just going to sigh. And just say, just best 2 out of 3.
If you got another 400 gold to ante, I'd be happy to play in another game. Well, while you come to a decision, my dear, I'm gonna go enjoy my spoils at the bar. I'll join you back in a few minutes once you come to a decision. And Horace just kind of gets up, just has all like he has a bag of holding with him that he just has all the money in it, and he puts it he has it like on a lanyard under his clothes, like just the most secure he can possibly make it. But there's lots of people as he gets up. You all just kind of see like multiple people stand up at the same time, and they just shift positions. They don't like do anything. They just kind of shift positions around the bar as you see Horace head on over to the bartender.
Corey,
I'm sorry, Midas.
we need to come up with another plan. Also, because I was really banking on you winning. Because now he's gonna come after me for this damn information.
Well, what did you say to him?
I didn't even say much, to be honest.
What did you say for him to knock it down 100 gold?
I just told him that I may know information that can implicate him with the breaking of your man.
Well,
And he said had a lot of bark, and I barked back and play influence. And then he said, I have eyes everywhere, and I know I have beef with the other guy. And I was like, and so what? And yeah. So also he said if we don't give him what he wants, he will get it some other way. So if that information isn't enough, he might.
You
We can take
what?
him.
You could have. I would have rather just paid the 500 gold.
There's always Plan C, or as I like to call it, Plan Sacrifice Mo.
No, I mean,
Plan D, or I like to call it Sacrifice Koska.
no, we're not doing that either.
Plan E,
Even worse.
Sacrifice Mo and Koska.
That's even worse. You're not helping this at all, Mike.
That's why it's Plan E. I put it to like near the end.
I say we talk to the other ducks. We gathered them all up. We have our little quack huddle now because this is a lot of money on the line here, and we could try to play again to try and win it all back. But you know, there's always that chance. But if he's saying he knows, what did he tell you in the meeting?
He definitely has information according to, if I'm to believe what he said, then he 100% knows what happened.
All right.
He knows where he is.
Well, we rallied the ducks.
All right. So while all this was happening, Drag, what were you doing during this time?
I thought I was still hanging out with Eladrian and the singing
Yeah, certainly.
party.
Not a problem. Yeah, you're just singing and drinking along and dancing with all the drunken sailors as Eladrian and the old man sing a sea shanty.
Absolutely.
And Koshka, after Corey kind of shooed you away from the table, where did you go?
I went straight to the bar.
Okay, cool.
Just to sit there.
Yeah, so you see after a few minutes, Koshka, Horace comes up to the bar, and you see him gesture over to the bartender, and he whispers something into the bartender's ears, and then after he brings him a drink, he grabs a bottle off of like the top shelf, brings it down, and just gives Horace the whole bottle. He gets up and looks over to you, Koshka, and just gives you another very sly wink, and heads back to the table. And he heads back to see Corey and Midas. But after maybe about like a couple of minutes, you see the bartender once again cleaning glasses, things like that. But he reaches down underneath the bar and walks over to you and drops like a piece of paper in front of you that's covered with another glass of this whiskey that he poured out earlier.
Koshka doesn't really look up, but she kind of does like a little nod to the bartender, and then picks up the whiskey in one hand to take a sip while grabbing the other, by grabbing the paper and then kind of like tucking it into her shawl.
Mm-hmm.
And then she finishes the glass of whiskey and then kind of like slams it down, not too hard to break it. And then she turns to go walk outside and go find Mo.
Yeah, perfect. All right, 1 second.
So yeah, as you walk outside, Mo is crisscrossed on like the little dock area, just like looking like not crisscross, like his stomach is like on the boards of the dock, looking straight into the water. He's like speaking in like some weird gibberish, like boop, 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 boop.
there's a fish sticking out of the water, just like burp, 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 like the Billy Mouth bass, just burp, 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 burp,
Yeah,
burp, burp.
You know, I really am
just-
just trying to get
Coach
along with
Aiken
these people, and they
stops.
just can't understand me. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Okay, Koshka stops on her way to Mo, and she kind of looks around to see if anybody else is watching this craziness. And then she tries to like get like Pippi's attention to be like, "What the fuck?" But it seems like Pippi's super enthralled in it. So she's like, okay. So she walks up and she says, Mo,
Ah!
I didn't mean to scare you. Are you okay?
Yes, I just been having a very sophisticated conversation with Mishra Fish here.
She kind of like puts her hand on his shoulder and then like snaps her other hand like 2 times and then casts speak with animals.
Well, yes. Well, Mr. Fish was telling me about his colony deep down in the ocean between the 2 islands.
Oh, that must be scary, Mr. Fish. Isn't it dark down there?
It's pretty dark, but we do all right. Sometimes you people above the water throw stuff to us, and it's pretty tasty.
She like reaches into her pack and like takes like a piece of bread and like throws it into the water for him.
You see
Now,
like a
Mr. Fish, was he-
frenzy of fish just like attacking the bread.
Okay, once the frenzy settles down, she's gonna say, now, Mr. Fish, was he just talking to you about your colony under the water?
Yeah, no, it was a good conversation. You know, we were talking about the economics of our fish culture and, you know, and how we have to topple a tyrannical mermaid hierarchy.
It is crazy. It is like storybook crazy. Like, why are we even living on land when we could be in the ocean with these people? I mean, these fish.
Well, I wish I could breathe underwater, but as of right now, I can't. But that's fascinating. I'm glad you made a friend out here, Mo.
He's been the nicest person that I've met so far, besides you, of course.
Thank you, Mo. That's very nice. I don't get many people telling me that I'm the nicest person that they've met, so I'm a little sad that you haven't met more people, I suppose, because I'm not that nice, but thank you.
Well, I meant here, like in Stellaris, you know, like I have people back home and family, but yes.
Yes, I get it.
How's it going inside? They caught me.
They did catch you. I think that there is a way around the back that I would like to escort you to, just real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then you wait there, and I'll come back with everybody else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll wait around the back then.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Fish, it has been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for keeping me company. And I'll throw some bread. Get up and go to the back.
Nom 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 nom. All right, so so Corey and Midas. Horace comes over.
Oh, hail.
Well, Horace, comes back over to you guys and says, well, have you two come to a decision?
Midas looks at Corey. Have we?
Corey looks at Midas. Is like, I'm the one who's broke now, so I really don't have any leverage here in this situation. But you, with all your information, I don't know.
I don't have enough
try.
information to bring the price down any lower.
Well, speaking of, Mr. Midas, I think we did have an arrangement, so maybe it's time to be forthcoming with your information now. Seeing how I did knock down the price a whopping 100 gold.
You did do that. Well, you see, I think this will wait for us to finalize what we're doing or not. If we, agree on not playing again, then of course I'll hand over what information you want.
Well, I guess that all depends on if you guys are willing to put up the extra 400 gold pieces.
Exactly. On that note, Ladrian, get over here.
Me? What is happening?
We
You're
need
meeting
your
me?
money.
Oh.
Open the pouch.
My pouch?
Yes.
Yes.
But what
Open
you
pouch.
Do you consider yourself lucky, Elatrian?
Every day of my life, I am a part of the Mighty
Amazing.
Ducks.
So open the
400
pouch.
gold of it? Because I did like shit in this game. And this
Or at
is a
least-
lot of information and
Or at
money on
least
the line.
100 gold.
So while you guys are clearly dealing with your banking situation here, I think I'm gonna go have a nice little conversation. I'm gonna have a nice little conversation with your friend, the tall one over there. She's a fine drink of water, and
Hell
you're
no.
gonna go over to Drag and just starts kind of chatting. Horace starts chatting up Drag, and before you guys know it, Horace is kind of leading Drag to an area in the back of the bar that is out of sight from you guys.
What the fuck?
This is going horribly.
What if?
I tried that.
what
I
if
tried
we-
to convince him with my looks, and that didn't work. It never works anytime I try to use it on anyone.
I'm gonna hold my tongue. What if we use drag as
What if we use her for what?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, what?
well,
You mean use her for what?
helping the price down? Or
I
maybe
mean, how are we going to reach her while he's
She's not even-
already talking with her? What?
well, he's gonna
She's
come
not
back.
even
He's
here.
gonna come back. No, this is not that stupid. We know drag. There's nothing up there. So drag is not gonna do anything
She's not.
back
She's not
towards him.
that kind of not here. I mean, she's not here.
She's not there
already-
either. He's gonna just be flirting with a wall and she won't notice it. And he's gonna come back feeling dejected, defeated even. He won't know the tricks of getting to her. And he could use quote, know that we can set him up.
Without the drag's consent?
Drag will be fine with it, more than likely.
No. Let's.
Okay, well we can
I want
ask
to hear
her
what's
when
going on.
we can ask her when she gets back.
Um,
Regardless, we need to come up with a plan. We need
We need money.
money.
That's the plan.
I have about 300, so we need 100.
Eladrian,
Yes.
as they're kind of talking, I assume you're just kind of drifting off into space as they're talking. You see the bartender at the behind the bar just kind of like wave you over really quick.
Hello?
He's like, "Come here, come here."
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. This man I've never met before is calling me over there. I'm sure he wants me to write him a beautiful ballad of something
Sure.
incredible. I'll be right back.
All right, the Ladrian. Yeah, Corey's just puts her head on the table, just like she lost all that money.
Hello?
running away, but we need the money.
I couldn't help but notice that you have an incredible voice.
Oh,
And
why, thank you.
you're playing fantastic music with old Bertram over there.
Oh, Bertram he is playing wonderfully. I am
Yeah.
just back up.
Yeah, he's been a regular here for quite a long time. I was wondering if, he's been a regular here, but his songs are getting a little bit old, to be quite honest. Would you mind would you mind just writing if you know any good songs to sing for like these sailors over here? You seem to be pretty familiar with sea shanties and things of that nature. I was wondering if you could write us a little song to play in the bar.
I certainly can. Do you want it to be? Yes, I can do this for you. And you want me to do this right now?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Actually, your friend back there that went with Horace, Horace told me to ask you to go check on her, because Horace can get a little bit handsy. I don't want her to. It looks like she could take care of herself, but I don't know about Horace over there. Maybe you should just go check in on him.
All right. Hold on.
All right, so Eladrin, you kind of
Yes.
you start singing and thinking of songs in your head as you kind of walk towards the back area that Drag was brought to. In the back of the bar, out like a side door, Koshka and Mo, you guys come inside.
Kosha kind of like gives a quick like annoyed look to Horace, and then assuming he's like at the back where they just came in.
Yeah. So he just kind of sees you and he says, "Go get the rest of them."
So she walks out and she grabs another pint from the bartender, and she just walks up to Midas and Corey, and then she says, "So, how'd the game go?"
How do you think it went?
What, the pulling down the shirt didn't work?
No, it never does.
So how much?
Shut up, Midas.
How much?
Like 400
silver?
Gold. You wish
What?
it was silver. It is 400 gold. It was 500.
You know what?
I low-key had to sell my soul for it.
What do you mean sell your soul? So
That's not-
Actually,
That's
he
not
didn't
important.
actually.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
not like...
it's a little bit important. I'm gonna need to tell me what exactly you said to that guy.
I just promised him information.
Do you have that information?
Some.
Well, what was it?
This is about the bomb. Or
Okay,
it's more so me saying I'll forget the information. But I'm probably gonna just end up lying to him anyways.
Okay, so it sounds like you've got that sorted. You guys come with me, okay? And then she starts to lead them back to the back room she came out of. Come
Where are we
on!
going? Okay.
What? Okay. Yeah, Corey's just gonna follow. She's just like,
Clearly, this won't go wrong.
Yeah, look. I'm out of ideas here. What are we going to the back for?
I just need you to trust me on this one, and just come back here with me, please.
All right.
So you guys head down this little back hallway, a couple twists and turns, and eventually you come to a room with Mo, Drag, and Eladrian, and Horace are all standing there. And he sees everyone kind of join in. He's like, "Oh, well, it's about time everybody got here. Well, let's get this over with, shall we?" And in the room that you're in, it's a like a storage room for all of their alcohol. So on the walls there are bottles of booze, vodkas, whiskeys, things like that. But there's also 3 very large casks of ale, like very extremely large barrels that fill up the room here. Horace goes over to the leftmost one and he knocks on the barrel in a couple of spots in an irregular pattern, and he just kind of leaves it, and he looks back to all of you and says, "Well, Miss Corey, I hope the information you paid for is well worth it. You'll know where to find me." And he just kind of walks out of the room before answering a question, and you guys see after a moment, you hear a large latch click, and one of the barrels on the leftmost side opens up inwards, and you can see someone on the inside looking out at you all with an omen tattoo on his face, and he says, "All right, come on, let's go."
Huh?
What the fuck?
Koshika doesn't say anything and just goes right in.
Like,
So
is someone going to explain what is going on?
I was outside talking to the fish. What's happening?
We're trying to find Mr. Bunny. Okay, let's go.
Drag
At
follows
this point,
Koshka
she's
right
like,
in.
yeah. At this point, she's like annoyed that this whole situation is happening, and she's like, "Let's go."
Yeah,
Is nobody going to question this. Oh my god. This
I
always
would like
happens.
to question. Okay, I guess I'll go.
I just want my gold back.
This always happens.
All right, so you guys, one by one, and you have to enter in one by one. You kind of like crawl in, very much like crouched over, entering into this barrel, this cask, to an exit on the other side. But that's where we'll end tonight.
What
just happened?
Koshka's omen.
know.
Koshka's omen.
Yeah.
Oh my
Holy-
god.
You think what you want, all right?
She's a gang
We did
member.
all of that. We did all of that the whole time.
You should not have kicked me out of the meeting. You should not have done that.
Oh no. God.
Holy shit.
I'm so confused.
I'm really
Same.
I imagine she probably exchanged some secret signals or something.
You'll
Some
never
gang
know.
signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sitting at the bar just throwing gang signs up in the air.
You guys didn't
Finally.
roll perception for it. I'm just kidding.
Thanks for the
I'm just kidding.
information. What fucking information?
All she knows is that she lost.
And let me tell you, Corey, there is no fucking way you're getting that money back.
I like that you're like in horse leaves without answering any questions. Goodbye.
Yep. That's just gone. Don't worry. We'll
God.
kill something and I'll get that money.
I was like, so when is this gonna take the wrong turn? when
It took
when is
such
stuff
a
gonna
wrong
get-
turn.
But when was stuff gonna get messy?
It would be when Midas puts up the money for the game board.
Oh god, I was really avoiding that.
As
my
clearly you
rolls
had the
were
right gut
good.
reaction.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
however we got here, I'm glad we didn't have to pay another 400 gold.
I probably would have killed you.
I would have screamed.
You're ready. You're
I'd
ready to
love
throw it all on the table, right?
Yeah.
All on the line.
Wait,
Then you
where were
would've
you gonna
lost
get it
again?
from though? You're just gonna take all Midas's money?
Yes, I was gonna take all of Midas's money.
Literally.
Okay, so like,
And then my money too.
yeah.
And your money.
Like what?
Gore's gonna need to borrow a loan and take out.
She
Oh
literally she has money for the bond for the guy who escaped and no longer needs bond. She's holding it for the group. So you easily could have been like, "Can I have some of that money?" And she'd have been like, for what?" You know? But she's got it, you know?
Yeah, she's going to Koshka
It
immediately.
says it goes to the wrong person, the most stingiest person, the one who secretly stores money. Doesn't.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm excited to play again next week.
yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're so back.
Birthday
We are
dinner,
so
baby, let's go. We're
We're
so
so
back.
back. We're spending money.
All of mine.
I love it. All right, yeah, guys. So we're gonna get back at it again next week. Very
And I'm gonna do
exciting.
the recap because I took badass notes this week.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Yes.
see y'all next week.